Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi, this is Michelle Martin Dobbins, and you're listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. And today I want to talk to you about a manifesting practice that I've had some fun with, and it's really super easy to do. Basically, it's the set it and forget it technique. And it has worked wonders for me. It always just amazes me at what happens when I do this. First, it's a very simple 2-step process. Yep, count them 1, 2. First, you make an intention. You can make a formal intention, write it down, speak it out loud, or even just a passing thought can sometimes be an intention because you'll find out it comes back and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? That's really cool. And then you'll remember when you thought about it. I tend to get some really powerful results just from random what-if thoughts that just filter through my brain like, oh, what if someone brought me flowers today? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that feel good? And then, boom, husband shows up with flowers that afternoon for no apparent reason. So it's just a fun little thing. So that's step 1. Make your intention. If you have something you're really wanting to do that's big and you want to write it down, speak it out loud, or, just play in your brain with a little what if that pops there. Okay, so step number 2, do something fun. Go out and do something you'd love to do. Forget about the intention. Don't think about it. Some of the things I like to do, spend time with my family, read a book, go out to eat. The trick is you have to forget about the intention and be in the moment. Now, if you're trying to forget about it and you're not really forgetting about it and you think you're having fun so that you can make it happen and you're like checking in, did it happen yet? Did it happen yet? Did it happen yet? No, it won't work. I mean, it might still work, but it definitely doesn't work as well. So have fun for the sake of having fun, enjoying your life, going on about it, and bam, the results will come flooding in. This works so well for me. And the cherry on top is that if it doesn't work or it doesn't work right away, guess what? You still had fun. So how can you beat that? I know I had this happen myself. Back in the day, I manifested a whole bunch of white feathers using an experiment from Pam Grout's book, E-Squared. And so it was a fun experience. And I talked about how I saw these hundreds of thousands of feathers when I had intended to see one. And then I ended up getting to write a guest blog post for the Good Vibe blog, which is one of my favorite blogs about the story. So just fun. And I noticed, I had said I wanted to see white feathers, and I was talked to someone on a radio show with Pam, and he said, white feathers are pretty common. And I'm thinking, well, 100,000 of them flying down the road, not necessarily so. But he said, well, her book said purple feathers. Why did you say white feathers? And I was like, I don't know. I just thought of that. And so this thought came into my head. What would have happened had I intended to see purple feathers? Would I have seen 1,000,000 purple feathers or 100,000 floating down the road? And I didn't really know. And I was like, okay, whatever. What would have happened if I had asked to see purple feathers came into my mind. Nothing big, nothing momentous, but I went out that night with a date night with my husband. It was really nice. We had a really good food, really good wait staff, just a really nice evening. And the next morning, I woke up, walked out of my bedroom into the kitchen. I stepped on you guessed it, I stepped on a purple feather. It was stuck to my foot. And I was like, it didn't come to my mind at first, and I peeled it off, and I made some oatmeal, got ready to sit down to eat, and there's a purple feather sitting on the dining table. And then my daughter comes in and she's like, hey, Mom, look what the babysitter gave me. And she's carrying this purple feathered bird pin, and it sheds feathers. And so there were purple feathers in random locations all over my house. So it's just kind of funny how how could I have anticipated that the babysitter was going to bring her this purple feathered bird for a gift? And then my son came a few minutes later as I'm eating my breakfast, and he says, "Hey, look, our teacher's in the newspaper." And he points to the cast of this play, and one of the people is their preschool teacher. And the woman in the picture, who is their teacher, is wearing a hat with a huge purple feather in it. And so it's just funny. I didn't even set out this formal intention. I want to see purple feathers. I just said, what if I had asked to see purple feathers? Or what would have happened if I'd asked for purple instead of white? And I think I got a clear message from the universe that, yeah, they can set up, God, the universe, whatever higher powers can be, they can set up whatever we ask for. And it's just really fun. So I ask you, what would you like to set and forget? Pick an intention or just have a nice little what if thought, and then go off, forget about it, play, have fun, and see what comes back your way. And when you get some magical occurrences, I would love to hear about them. Stop over on my Facebook page. It's facebook.com / Michelle Dobbins author. Yeah, that's it. Let me try that one more time. It's facebook.com / Michelle Dobbins author, or you can go to dailyalchemy.com. There's links to my Twitter and my Facebook to send me an email. Would love to hear any fun stories you have, setting and forgetting and having some fun manifesting magic. So have a wonderful day. If you do have a few moments, I would love it if you would leave me a review or a rating on Stitcher or iTunes or SoundCloud. I love to hear what you think about the podcast and what kind of topics you would like me to focus on next. So have a magical, magical day. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com / Michelle Dobbins author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.